Good morning, good afternoon, Year 8. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at how our ideas of the universe have changed, and then I'm going to leave you to do a little bit of revision. So, firstly, in assignments, there is a copy of this PowerPoint, and what I'm going to do is just quickly talk you through this and what I want you to do with this. So, our ideas, we know quite a lot about the universe have changed, but our ideas have changed over many years. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to draw a timeline showing how our ideas about the universe have changed. So to give you an idea, at the top of most of these slides, you can see there is a date. So 2000 BC. So that was 2000 years before the year naught or before Christ. So that would be 4,000 years ago. So you could start at the very earliest ideas of astronomy, about 2000 BC, so about 4,000 years ago. And I'd like to put in the key points into a timeline. Then when you go on to the next page, this was 428 to 348 BC. So about 2,500 years ago, there was Plato in ancient Greece. What were the key ideas that he had? Now, you don't have to put in all the ideas, but maybe the key ones. Maybe all planets revolve around the Earth. And then you could do a little diagram showing Plato's theory. So there was the Earth, and then air, and then you had the moon and the planet Ev and all the stars, everything going around the Earth. And then you had Hipparchus, made measurements and catalogues of over 850 stars, and that was 190 BC, so about 2,190 years ago. Okay, and so what I would like you to do is keep going through these times. So AD means off Anni Domini, which is after the year naught. So we're getting more and more into the future now. So what I want you to do is move through the times and add a few details to your timeline about how the ideas of astronomy change. So we get up to Copernicus in the 1500s, and you could add this diagram and show what happened or what he thought. And then Galileo a few years after that, Isaac Newton a few years after that, and then so on and so on, right up until our modern times. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause the video and in your book, draw a timeline showing how our ideas about the universe have changed, right from the very ancient 4,000 years ago through to the ancient Greeks, and then so on and so on. Try and draw it to scale. You can see a lot of the ideas have come in the last 500 years. So from the 1500s onwards, and then 1564. So those ideas, those would be quite close together. And then 1642, and then 1879 to 1955, Newton, and then all throughout the 1900s. Okay, so pause the video and draw a timeline in your book showing the key discoveries in astronomy. Okay, off you go, please. Okay, so welcome back. Now, in assignments, you will find a Word document with these 6 pictures and these 6 phrases. What you need to do, very simply, just to check your understanding, is cut the pictures out, print them off, cut them out, and then do the same with the phrases and match the pictures with the phrases. Okay, if you can't or haven't got access to a printer, you can simply draw your 6 boxes in your book, do a simple copy of the diagram, and then match it with the descriptions, whichever is easiest for you. So please pause the video and print this off. It'll probably take you about 10 minutes or so. Off you go. Okay, welcome back. Now your final task today is you need to be doing some revision. So you need to start checking back through this topic in your book. Okay, now you can revise any way that you think is best. You can check through your notes, you can make revision cards or a revision poster or a summary page, any way that you think is best, but you need to make sure you cover, right, you need to make sure that you cover mass and weight, satellites, gravity, the universe, and I think those were the main points, okay? But I'll put it up in the chat room, the key points that you need to study, because it's not letting me type on this at the moment, okay? Right, so if you have any questions, I will be online as always. Good luck, and I will see you later.